Lena, a young woman in her mid-20s with curly brown hair, sits alone at a corner table in a cozy coffee shop, typing on her laptop. The warm hum of quiet chatter fills the air. Her eyes occasionally drift to the window, lost in thought. She's wearing a soft sweater and jeans, looking slightly tired but content. Her coffee cup sits forgotten beside her. Enter Jack, a man in his late 20s, tall and charming, with messy hair and a friendly smile. He orders a coffee and spots an empty seat near Lena. He sits down, pulling out a notebook and pen from his bag.
Is this seat taken?
Oh no, go ahead.
They share a brief, quiet smile before Jack begins scribbling in his notebook. Lena, curious, tries to focus back on her work but keeps sneaking glances at him. He's writing something, almost as if lost in his thoughts. As the day goes on, Jack and Lena occasionally glance at each other. Jack seems to be writing with passion, his pen moving quickly across the pages. After a while, he sets the pen down, leans back in his chair, and sighs softly. Lena takes a deep breath and, feeling a sudden impulse, decides to speak up.
What are you writing?
Jack looks up, surprised, then smiles warmly.
A letter to someone special.
He hesitates, a little embarrassed.
Well, I guess it's more of a confession.
Intrigued, leaning forward slightly.
A confession?
Yeah. I've been in love with her for ages, but I don't have the courage to tell her in person. So I'm writing it all down, hoping that somehow it'll reach her.
That's really brave. I think sometimes putting it in words is the best way.
A little shy.
You think so?
Yeah, you never know. Maybe she'll read it and realize how much you care.
Jack stares at her for a moment, intrigued by her words. There's an almost magical moment of quiet understanding between them. Jack pauses and, as if guided by an impulse, asks,
Would you like to read it for some feedback?
Lena hesitates for a moment, then nods. She reaches across the table and Jack slides the letter toward her. Lena reads the letter aloud to herself, and with each word she realizes the confession is about her. The love, the affection, the longing, all of it is for her. Softly, looking up at Jack, her eyes wide.
This is for me?
Jack smiles sheepishly.
It was always for you. I didn't know how to tell you, so I wrote it instead.
Lena smiles, a warm blush spreading across her cheeks. Without thinking, she reaches across the table and takes Jack's hand.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Their eyes lock for a moment, and the world outside the coffee shop fades away. It's just the two of them, sharing a quiet, perfect moment. The camera pulls back as they sit together, smiling and talking softly, the beginnings of something beautiful unfolding before them.